What's good? It's your boy, the Outsider, aka Mr. Lavender, and I'm here for a wonderful show. Today we have a guest host. First, I'd like to address regular homeboy Dylan is out for this week. It's the holidays, and my boy had his birthday and he had all his celebration stuff. So he liked to get into his little thing, and he had to switch stuff around. So he'll be back next week. Hopefully, we'll be on time and regular schedule for y'all. This week, though, we have our regular people in. Let me go ahead and play this correctly because I would like to have for all of the fans that are out there that are watching to know we have a good guest in here. We got my dog from the mental health side, one and only Mr. Two-Tone Tim. Yeah, white on the outside, black on the inside. Yeah. In the background there, we got my brother, my demon on my shoulder, my brother from my actual mother. So you already know what that's about. Yeah, Mr. When in Doubt, whip it out. Yeah. What's good? What's good? How y'all feeling this week?
When I heard that nickname, I said legendary. I just had to walk away after that.
Yeah, so we bringing it in for the pod this week. I want to thank most of the fans for anyone that has shown up, been consistent, at least followed with any of the postings and stuff that I've been posting on YouTube. Thank you for coming along. If you're here just for the title, on the backside we'll be giving away a Earbuds 3 Pro Max. That's a Samsung edition. So for anyone that wants to know how to file in for that, just make sure that you comment in the comment section. We'll be picking live after December. From anyone in the comment section, we'll be picking live and kind of giving that out. So thank you for coming along. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being here. Brothers, thank y'all for showing up. This has been a wonderful 2 weeks. Actually had a 2-week little hiatus there. So I had to bring shit together. How have y'all been feeling about life in general? Don't be shy.
No comment.
No comment. I understand that sentiment. How about yourself, Mr. Tim?
I'm going to quote a gentleman and a scholar by the name of N.L.E. Chopper. And the quote goes, life be life because life is just life be life.
We actually, I think the last time me and Dylan was on 2 weeks ago at this point, we tore him to shreds. Yeah, because the whole rhinestone cowboy thing, I don't know who the hell that nigga beefing with, but I can't every time I see him. So I'm just like, and that bald motif he got going on, I don't know if he believes he's some reincarnation of Tupac. He is not. Yeah,
He's doing too much.
Oh, he's been doing too much. And
he's a puppet now.
So I have this thing where I think we all know it, working in mental health, we kind of know, like, if you don't vibe with somebody, maybe you shouldn't necessarily like throw yourself in their face all the time. Right?
Correct.
He's one of those people, I just don't fuck with what he's doing. So I just kind of, every time I hear his name, I just kind of like, I'm going to go ahead and be quiet. And somehow I think NBA Youngboy knows this exact same feeling.
Homer Simpson in the bushes.
100%. So I believe in him. Life be life and over the fuck there. At any rate, fellas, how y'all been feeling about sports this week? Because I think the last 2 weeks have been a little bit telling.
You go on a limb, just get out the way. My team won. That's it. That's all that matters.
It's been not as fulfillful as other seasons, but it's there.
It's something good to watch when you're just watching. I've been betting, so I have been disappointed.
Yeah, last week's bet for me had me a bit challenged, put it like that.
I keep missing my one. And that's getting to be annoying.
That has been the most discouraging thing, to lose, especially your big parlays by one. That's been more frustrating. But I've also been losing my little parlays and sometimes somehow those have been like worse. Like I lose my big parlays by 1, and then the
Mhm.
little parlays I lose by like 2 and 3, and I'm just like, the fuck is happening here? I feel like I'm getting worse, which
Literally
I
Vegas
happened
feel
to me
getting
like
better
earlier.
at
I'm
cheating.
forced to just I'm forced to go back to just straight bets because it was the more profitable route. Because every time you think, anything past 3 is gonna, it's gonna crash every fucking time. Any
Just
parlay past 3 is just not guaranteed anymore.
and
And
I had a
it's
major
I
crazy.
used to be
parlay.
great at those threes. Those 3 parlays, those little 3 legs. I used to be fucking great
Even
at
my
those.
blue chip parlays at that. I had 3. I had 2 last week. Easy money. And I told you about this. Green, green, green. I had a 6-way parlay and 3. 6-way 5 out of 6. The only thing I needed was a Bijan Robinson to score a touchdown. Ah, 6.15 in profit on a $15 bet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was
went to
good.
work the later that night, just quiet. Just keep sipping.
No, I had everything bounce out. I was just like, you know what? I hit 0 in the account, and I was like, I think I'm done for right now. I think I'm
Yeah.
done because, especially the way that these next weeks are coming up, especially for like football, the wild card weeks, and I'm just like, I think I'm done right now because I can't seem to figure out who is actually giving a fuck and who is not. And then from this week going into the mystery of next week, it is only going to be so much fucking worse because you got folks that are fucking down and out. What do y'all think the verdict is on like the Colts? Because when they lost their
Oh, okay.
quarterback, that went out the window. Then they pulled in Phillip Rivers, and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to save, how you say the franchise from obscurity because it's like they had a good run, but she needs someone to to bring in tickets, not even tickets, but fill the void for right now because they're gonna scrap this season, and they're gonna rack up a lot of L's for right now, even though everything was on Daniel Jones. The team was riding off his success, but with the injury, it's like he had to get a big name to fill the void. I mean, Philip Rivers was the best thing you could have find, but honestly, honestly, I felt like Philip Rivers was not even an option when Cam Newton was available.
Message.
Yeah, I don't get me wrong. I understand why they chose Phillip Rivers. They know him. Like there's a lot of
Veteran
some pretty
experience with
decent
that guy.
connections that they still have, and from my understanding, he's someone that still, I guess, shows up for them in terms of like going out to the golf course and calling and checking in
But that man
with
hasn't
people.
done a push up in his life.
Yeah, he's
Listen,
entered the dash phase with them 7+ cheering his
And if
all,
I'm not mistaken, even Cam Newton 7 years younger and a former MVP.
and a
yeah.
former Super Bowl appearance person, whatever you want to designate it.
Yeah.
Listen, they
I don't know
called
if
him
Phillip
because
Rivers
he
got no ring.
knows their systems and he knows how they like to generally operate. That's the only reason they really called him. That's it. And I'm not saying I don't disagree with y'all. I'm just saying I get why they chose him. Do y'all think he fits for like the rest of the season based off this one game?
No, absolutely not.
Did he
But
look horrible to y'all? Because I thought he
yes,
was like
he looked
average
he looked
off of one
As he
game.
should at 44 and coming out of retirement. Like I said to you, I think it was
hasn't played in 3
wait,
years.
yeah. There's only a
Came off
certain
the
amount
couch.
of players that can go into retirement and come out and be successful. What I say, obviously, the first one that comes to everybody's mind is Brady. Brady comes out of retirement or goes to a different team in his first season back, instant
But go.
success slash Super Bowl. The other one I mentioned was James Woodson, power, like dominant linebacker for Pittsburgh. He goes, retires to be with his family. Get to give him the green light to go back. First game back, 6 sacks, strip fumble. Like, what the hell?
Insane.
A Super Bowl appearance at that. Same year, I want to say. Could be wrong. Don't quote me. But there's certain people that when you retire, stay retired. It's better for not only you and your longevity or your legacy, but it's probably better for the organization.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know. The verdict is still out on this because I feel like I'm trying to. They Colts ain't a team I'm per se following, but I was looking at their schedule and I'm like, can he survive the rest of the fucking time that
How
these
many
guys
juggernauts is
have?
he facing on the way to a
So
potential end of
three
season
more,
for?
I mean,
and
he's gonna get a tackle from one of those guys, a sack, pretty much. That's gonna just like wake him the fuck up. Like, what was I
Oh,
thinking?
heck. Oh, my
all
shoulder.
They're
right.
just gonna
Oh,
blow his back out.
nice.
It's gonna
Oh,
watch
Okay, so the three teams that he has to face in the next 3 weeks:
let's hear
the
this.
49ers, the
Loss.
Jaguars, and the Texans.
Oh, that
and the
defense gonna
Jags are
keep
hitting
it.
on all cylinders too, in
Yeah,
the
That
same
Texas.
conference, if I'm not mistaken.
the 49ers aren't a pushover either. They're fucking 10-4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that
He's gonna
Texans
get his
defense
ass
is going
whooped these next
to
3 games. I don't
hop
know why they
him
didn't just put a
down.
rookie out there and eat 3 losses. I don't know why.
I promise. Hey, he's. I wish I could bet this on the Hard Rock. He's gonna get sacked 3 times the next game.
Mm.
Watch. I will put $20 on that.
I wouldn't necessarily be. I don't think you'd be wrong. Wouldn't be disappointed if it's less than that somehow. I don't know, just a
It's gonna
Vegas
be
stat.
three minimum.
But
They're, they're gonna
Sleeper
lose, but
thought
it's
though.
like
Sleeper thought. Out of those three juggernauts he faces, what if he not only beats one, but he dominates a game? I'm not talking a blowout, but I'm talking, you know,
looks like
32,
stunning in his
14.
performance.
Next thing you know, they're saying the old Philip Rivers is back. The
He
old
got
Philip Rivers is here now. He's
he got to
old,
throw over
but
like 200 yards in one of these games to be looking decent and that and whatnot. I could tell you that much in terms of how he should be looking. Granted, he damn only 120. God damn. I'm sorry, I didn't look at his stats before for his game against the Seahawks. Yeah, he's gonna have to double like what he's doing. I can tell you that
the O
much.
Mhm.
line is gonna have a hell of a night.
I just don't see it.
And against those three teams, yeah, no, I really don't see it. I mean,
So
Like I
who's
said,
his
they were.
backup?
just the fact he did what he did against the Seahawks.
Who's Philip Rivers' backup currently?
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
And
you're gonna have
Very
to go
good
look at
see,
question.
him.
that's the thing. I don't necessarily know because like I don't follow the Colts and I didn't really expect the goddamn quarterback to go down. So it's not something I was looking for.
Mm.
Like I said, Cam Newton was a way better option. Let alone it's like I can't believe no one's picked it. You get what I'm saying?
um, I think a lot, and it's weird because a lot of organizations don't want to deal with some of the media attention behind it. Because he's still been very active media wise. So maybe they're just like, but at the same time, he would fill seats. I don't know why somebody like the Colts wouldn't consider those options. But then again, we're fans. We don't know. Maybe they did consider those options.
Mm.
I don't know. I would like to know why they didn't go with the freaking rookie backup. Whoever they have.
Who happens to be, as of 2025, the backup quarterback to Philip Rivers now is Brett Rypien.
Who?
Right.
Who?
Brett Rypien.
I say that with admirations of like Mike Jones. Who?
Mm.
Uh, I, I I believe you on that one. Don't know who it is per se. Um, and granted, I don't think they would have done any different in terms of a win or a loss. I wholeheartedly think it's still going to be 3 losses. Backup quarterback or Philip Rivers. Granted, even if you throw somebody like Cam Newton in there, could he learn enough of their system in 2 weeks to get a win out of the next? I don't think anybody going into this week and last would have made a win, right? In the
Sounds like an
last 2
impossible
weeks, the
situation.
last two opponents that they'll face, do you think anybody would have been able to do anything different, like Jaguars or Texans, as they stand?
Even if offenses stagnate um, versus Rivers, defenses are going to make up the loose change. Case in point, Jags defense, definitely the number one defense in the Texans, which as a Bills fan hurts
You,
my soul. But
you
Yeah,
gotta understand. You gotta understand though. Philip Rivers is an older quarterback, but he was always a stand in the pocket quarterback. He's literally a sitting duck back there.
mm,
Like that offense has to run flawlessly for his receivers and the running back, just to him for him to survive. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like the situation that Aaron Rodgers is going through and with the Steelers. He can't really run, but the offense has
Aaron
to
Rodgers,
work out.
if they
that's
last, he'll
the
be all
that's
right.
the counter. That's the counter argument for age. If you've been proven, or if you're a Super Bowl champion, it's Brady. It's Aaron Rodgers. Again, like you say, Aaron Rodgers is literally Affleck sitting in the pocket, just waiting to be destroyed. So
This is gonna
I'll
look
pray for
Joe
him.
very.
Flacco.
This is gonna look very interesting going into this week. That's all I got to say because
Oh yeah, let's see how he pans out one more game, and then that I'll be able to stick the fork in him.
that 49ers and Colts is gonna be a Monday game, 8 o'clock. So I'll be interested to see it. I'll definitely we'll be at
That'll be
work
next
10.
Monday.
Yeah,
Is it going to be a
Oh,
Monday
all right.
night football game, or is it going to be just
Monday.
a broadcast of the Purge or of like the Hunger Games with that? Because yeah, as you say, stick a fork in
Monday.
it because
And it's an
broadcasting to
ESPN game too.
millions, a slaughter
Yeah, they're
to the
gonna.
world. Mm,
Yeah, they're gonna. Someone's gonna destroy him.
I feel it
mm.
coming. I feel it. I'm gonna pray for that man. I'm gonna pray for that man. In any regards, how have y'all been feeling about some of the other games that have been from this last week? Because there was a couple of games that I actually kind of put me in a different perspective for the rest of the season. I know the Chiefs going down. That was
Oh yeah,
Let it.
that
that's
didn't
the end
look
of a
great.
dynasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not how I wanted that to go out. I honestly, and don't get me wrong, I hate how they protect what's his name a little too much. They had a quarterback, Mahomes.
Well, he's done for the season. He's done until next year.
But now we know
Like,
why he needed protecting from like the refs and shit.
Yep.
Because the motherfuckers out there really running like Kermit the Frog with them low floppy ass legs. Because
They hate his haircut. That's why they want to get him down so bad. That's all it is. It's same old tired ass. I don't know if I'm white. I think I'm black. My wife made a really racist ass comment about my chicken cooking, whatever. That's why they do it. They just a little bit of hate, a little bit of love. But at the end of the day, it's football. So
to be fair,
I'm pretty sure he'll recover from that injury, but not the same. I just
mhm.
feel like now that the team has to go in a different direction overall, if they feel like they can, move forward with him, because you got to see how he returns. You get what I'm saying? And that's going to be,
yeah,
like I said, a whole year, and then that year is going to be, a test, a judgment year. You get what I'm saying? For the Kansas City to get back to where they, were a couple years ago, it's going to take a 2.5 year process. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah,
because
I hope
they
they
were
don't
already
go that
depleted.
way. Yeah,
Yeah, no.
they
If they
don't.
don't come back after a year and a half, like show some signs of promise, it's over. But
It
Yeah,
is because
most
you'll be
likely, it's
looking at
over.
for him. He's 30 now. You'll be looking at he'll be breathing 32. Um, going into
I
that
don't think he
second
has Tom
year.
Brady genes. You get what I'm saying?
um, and you can only hope that they don't they don't treat that like the way they did Robert Griffin. Remember that? Robert Griffin got the
Yeah,
one injury and then they put him right back on the field during a playoff game. What happened? Tore that knee out there. Bang.
Yeah.
I would
Don't
say
want to go
Kansas
that
City is
route.
smart enough not to do that, but you never know. You never really know how they're feeling, and in 2 years, how shit is going to be looking. I just know everything is going to be different by the time a
Yeah.
year and a half goes by, let alone a full like two.
I think the
Yeah.
And
only
it sucks because
consistency
he's
this year
injured
though
at the end of the season, so he really got to sit out the whole season next year.
has been just the Broncos. That's the only real consistency we've had this season. Yeah, they've got amazing defense, amazing coaching. And what are they on 10 games? Nobody
I
nobody beat them yet?
believe so. I want to look at their schedule because I haven't looked at the rest of their schedule to see if they coming up against any monsters. 12-2.
Mm,
12-2. They got some. Oh, okay.
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So their schedule was gonna look nasty because their next game next week is the Jags.
Mm.
Second from last week would have been the Chiefs had they not gone down. That still would have been a rough fight, and then the Chargers.
Ooh, that's gonna be a dog fight. It's either gonna be a low scoring game or it's gonna be a dog fight.
It's gonna be a dogfight. I'm leaning towards that dogfight. It's absolutely gonna be a dogfight for them. So this will actually be interesting to see, especially out of the western side of football teams and stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be nice to see.
I
I'll be looking out for
believe,
that one, but that's 3 weeks away. So
don't quote me either, but I believe if current seedings were to go down, my Bills would probably face the Chargers. I haven't looked at the what is yet. If we were to go in the playoffs right now, but that'd be a test, especially for our little whack defense going on right now.
do you think Bills would be able to do anything? Because I don't know if
It would be we get scored on a lot, but we would also score a lot on them. It would be just a shootout. Like if defenses dissolve and we don't get some players back from injury and vice versa for the Chargers, it's just going to be a shootout.
mm,
Just a shootout. I'm here for a shootout. That's all it's going to be.
be a little interesting. I don't really see any other main contender. I think everybody is everybody I expected to do something this fucking season kind of fell short in one way or another, and I'm just kind of like I
Who's the
don't want to
more
say
monumental flop this season? Because everybody's screaming the Ravens are just like the wow.
the
Oh
Ravens
yeah,
and the
the Ravens
Bucks for
by
Oh,
me.
far.
The Ravens and the Bucks. I feel like the Bucks really fallen short from what I expected.
and it
I
went
mean,
from
they started
Baker.
out. They
They
started out
started
what
out
like
hot,
what is it 6-0 or some shit like that,
I
five
think,
and
and then
one
they
and
just
6-0.
yeah,
yeah.
And
and
Baker had talks of MVP. I know everybody, even me as
I
a Bills
know.
fan, I'm like Baker's slinging that. So yeah, but fell off. Struggles as of recent. I think he's got a shoulder injury he's dealing with.
I don't
He
if
just got back Mike Evans. Mike Evans was away for like, if I'm not mistaken, like 2-3 games.
so he's shaking off dust. So I mean, like, there's, I I kind of felt bad in that regard in terms of just the primarily the Bucks. I've never really been a major Ravens fan. I mean, I keep my eyes on them. You know, it's anytime you see somebody like Lamar get out there on the field, you pay attention to what they're doing. But my thing,
Hmm
my contention with Lamar, any quarterback that is running is taking more hits. So
hmm
I always had in the back of my mind they're gonna break down faster.
But it's
So
like you got to
honestly, I saw
understand
this
the
coming.
the Ravens, like the rest of the team, is just like so many issues. Like Derrick Henry, like there were so many people screaming at the fact that you're like you're the biggest thing on the field and you can't get through. Simple lines like how Scataboom was getting through lines. Scataboom was running through everything for the Giants.
My only issue with Scadaboo is the way that he actually powers through things. When
And
he
for a
comes
little
back
guy,
for a little guy at that, but you drop your head and you lead with your head, not your shoulders. You're gonna fuck around and get one of them, compression injuries in your spine. I've seen him dog defenders,
Yeah.
but it's next thing you know, you get tackled and I can't feel my legs. Don't
Mm.
do that, man.
Well, he can't feel his foot now, but I mean, besides the point.
Hmm
Not be fucking mean
but
here.
I mean, the comparison though, like when you watch Derrick Henry versus Scataboom, you're just like, one is playing like he has nothing to lose, and the other one is playing like he's already proven everything. He's not trying to get injured. He's light work, getting tackled very easily, and he's like fucking what 6'5".
It's the fucking little man syndrome. It's the
I,
little man heart syndrome.
I forever got a gripe with
Got a
Derek
lot of
Henry
heart.
anyway. He put one of my Bills defenders on a highlight tape.
Oh
That
damn!
boy
Oh
Josh
yeah.
Gordon got lifted off his feet. I said, mm,
He's him.
Walk away from the screen at
He
that
was,
point.
yeah, and it's like Jackson Dart and Scataboon's energy. It's like they were guaranteed. I put them down for a touchdown every game, and it was gold. It was gold.
Yes, the
Easy
beginning of
money.
the season was fucking easy money, and then shit just started going
yeah.
out the window, and it's like injuries everywhere. We had what, three
Oh,
weeks straight? Everybody was like holding their fucking legs sideways for
you
like,
sent me that text of your lucrative week. I said, oh man, I chose a
yeah,
4 week, not the bet. I said, mm. And
but
then
yeah,
ACL, blowout injury. Tyreek Hill on the back of the cart, like,
I'm like, god damn, everybody
Yeah.
just waving goodbye, and I'm like, that's not how I wanted you to go for the season, but
mm,
Tyreek
this,
Hill was like heartbreaking because he was trying, bro. He was
yeah.
really trying.
listen, as a Dolphins fan, we felt that in our soul.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
We felt
I
that
said
in
that.
our soul.
Once Tyreek Hill left, it was over.
Oh yeah.
It was over.
Bro, I have
Josh
not
McDaniels in the corner
fundamentally
crying,
done any
breathing
research
on
in
his
terms of
pad.
like major clicks on the Dolphins since he went down. I was like, yeah, he's done. I am done.
Speaking of Dolphins, I don't know if y'all boys know, but y'all probably do. And guess who got benched as of today?
Who?
They benched Tua.
Fucking 3 games late.
Really? I ain't hear.
They
Well,
benched Tua.
That was breaking news.
Glenn something something is the backup who will be starting in lieu of Tua Tagovailoa being benched.
Tua turned the ball over. Can sit down now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Don't you love
They
that?
they benched
And to
him.
think, we almost took Waddle, and y'all kept Waddle, and Waddle just like, this is
I
what I have to
remember
deal
when
with.
Tua was trying to talk back when Cam was Cam was a part of the media, but I was like, Cam can come take your job. Tua, you need to stop worrying about the people on the sidelines and focus on the
It's like
game. You
that.
get what I'm saying?
You
Now
know,
look at his ass,
I got a
fucking bench.
conspiracy theory for y'all because the next was it? No, it wasn't the next week. I think it was the week after, or maybe it was the next week. It was one of those 2 weeks after that whole back and forth with thing. Remember, he came out with that pink eye. He's
Mm,
playing in the pink eye. I legit think somebody dotted his ass up in the locker room because he was throwing other players under the bus and shit. I think somebody dotted his ass up. I
that's
Good.
cool.
I think they probably caught him in between, coming out the little locker room, the little shower area. They was like, hey, nah, fuck all that. you from the islands, but your brothers ain't here. We finna get your ass. I'm telling y'all, somebody got to his ass, and it's like, all right, he's mentally shook. I mean, we knew he was mentally shook, but like he's like mentally like not
Oh
there.
yeah,
Yeah,
not just because them 4 or 5 concussions, or no, you just mentally shook because one, concussions, two, your team is trash, and three, somebody blinked you when you stepped out the shower. So of
listen,
course you got to go back in the media and just talk nice again and play good old boy.
and they got it. It's sad. Well, no, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. Oh, on that list of disappointments, let me go ahead and do put up the Bengals. What's his name came back? The quarterback came back. He's kind of flopped, and I understand.
Guys, don't even get me started with Joe Burrow. He let me down, bro.
He's kind
Once
of
again,
shaking off a
guess
little bit of
once again.
dust, but still,
Mhm. Not to mention the back-to-back interceptions. Dust or no dust, you can't do that.
mm-mm,
You can't do that.
dropped the whole ball in
The
that
injuries
game.
are taking their toll on his mental and his spirit. You get what I'm
And
saying?
and
The
his
stuff that he's
receivers.
saying is just like it sounds like he's ready to retire because he's not having fun. He says, and off
And he
court
keep going, keep
field
going,
matters are also taking their toll. So it's like he doesn't have long. You get what I'm saying?
bro. Anytime a
Wouldn't
And
quarterback
then
surprise me.
says they're not having fun like that, in any sport, honestly, when somebody say they're not having fun like that, that is not a good sign. That
We
is
John
haven't had
Morant in
a.
basketball.
John Morant. I don't know if y'all remember when Andrew Luck fucking was up and out of there. I mean, god damn it, he didn't have an O line for like the longest fucking time, and he was just eating everything. But not to say that this scenario with Joe Burrow gives me the same vibes, but
You can even throw Aaron
This
Donald in there.
generation,
Hell,
yeah, this generation of NFL players retire earlier if the situations, don't change immediately. You get what I'm saying?
You have to
mhm.
And
consider, okay, from the olden days, and this is really in all sports. We also see it in basketball too. The way that these guys are training, they're training so much harder from the time that they really hit like college, right? They're already beat to shit by the time that they get to the end, to the level, right? Um, what we know about how overtraining can, what it can do to your body, especially when you don't give yourself time to recover properly in between. Um, I understand, especially for football. Shannon Sharp said it the best. You talking about if you have a 10-year career, you put on all your pads and you run at top speed and you run into your fucking garage and do that for the equivalent length of a football game. And you're doing that for X amount of weeks, um, every year. Like, motherfucker, that racks up. All of that shit racks up. This shit is not. There's a reason why when you watch these guys on the practice field, they not really touching like that. You know what I mean? Like you can't put that kind of wear and tear onto yourself. He's coming off an injury and he's seeing something that we probably aren't. Like he's not as snappy or as brisk as he was before the injury. They would know it best. Their trainers would know it best. Yeah, he probably got all right to say like, "Hey, I'm not having fun at this shit." Like y'all are
and he's
literally
had
beating the brakes off my motherfucking ass. Like I
and
might have to go.
he's had major injury after major injury, and it's just like you got to understand his like first 2 years he went to the Super Bowl, and then it's like ever since then it's just been like going downhill, and it's like what the fuck, man,
It's a
y'all ain't
repeat of
changing this
history.
O line or getting me some help. So it's
It,
like I might as well retire early and save save myself from this travesty of a team. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because it's like my health is overall the most important thing that I need in life. Yeah, I got the money and everything, but not if I don't have my health after I'm done. And if you guys aren't panning out when it comes to proper picks for the team, because go look at the draft picks for the last 2 years for the Cincinnati Bengals.
I
They
don't know
don't know
none
what
of
the
them
fuck
niggas.
they're
I mean,
doing.
I do, but I don't know
mhm.
none. I don't know none of them
It's all
motherfuckers.
no names, and that's a good point too. Think about the last major three quarterbacks besides Lamar, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow that have been drafted that have found success and or have not. Andrew Luck, Robert Griffin, Russell Wilson. Wilson got a ring or two, I believe. I don't really follow him that too much. He's found success. Andrew Luck slaughtered primarily throughout his whole career because of no offensive line. Retirement early. Wilson, retirement and injury. Now he's a broadcaster. Look at these next three that came through. Burrow, injury plague, MCL and ACL with turf toe surgery. Then you got
Yep.
Lamar. I don't know if he's had any major injuries, but career wise, I'm positive there's been a few. And then Allen, probably honestly, unbiasedly, the most durable out of those three because you don't hear about Josh Allen with many injuries. There's not many breaking news about Josh
He's
Allen
a
with
tough,
injury minus.
he's a tough
If
ass
at all.
motherfucker. That's for
Yeah.
damn sure.
Yeah, minus a hand injury or maybe just a throwing shoulder sprain here or there. But
Oh, that game against the Patriots, he locked up MVP in my eyes.
mm, this just
I'm
it's
not
been a
even. I'm not even
weird
looking at
season.
anybody else.
It's honestly it's only the only consistent thing about this season has been the Denver Broncos just being overall special teams, defense, offense, just solid.
Yeah,
It's
they're
been
a good
everywhere.
overall team, well
Sean
rounded.
Payton, and everybody in the early days, when they took Sean Payton on, and like, can he do anything with this abysmal team? 12-2.
And this is the same guy that they penalized in fucking New Orleans. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, I know Russell Wilson
Speaking
right
of
now
that, the
punching air
only
somewhere.
coach to bring the only Super Bowl championship to that team in that city. 12
And
and
got the
2.
fuck up out of there.
12-2.
Absolutely. I know he out there punching air right now. Yeah,
feeling
no,
themselves, enjoying that high elevation.
I don't take it against anybody if they say that they're not having fun and they're looking at their career in this perspective and it's just like not matching up. I'd rather you have it together, not be crazy with CTE and not have some crazy ass injury where you're basically on crutches when no one is looking, like 24/7, and you can hold your kids and do all that stuff with. So I don't know. I keep eyes on Joe and fucking the Bengals. I when stuff pans out, but
Got to take care of yourself, man, because there's a strong difference between Aaron Donald and Aaron Hernandez. What
yeah,
on that
I'm
one?
thinking that Tyreek gonna be out of the country hiding from fucking charges. Don't be that crazy. How y'all feeling about the Browns before we get off of football? Because I was watching the some parts of that first half of that game and the whole debacle afterwards with potential sabotage of wrong plays. Some shit you got to worry about one motherfucker on the field, your quarterback. Make sure the ship is running right, and he's out
There's
there
really
making
only two
wrong
people you have to
plays.
worry about on the Browns. There's only two players worth of relevance on the Browns as of right now. Shador
If you
Sanders,
say Jared Judy, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed off.
Miles Garrett.
Oh, thank God.
Miles Garrett, yeah.
I
Miles
don't.
Garrett is
I
a
don't know why.
monster.
I thought you was going to say
Why would I
Jared
ever?
Judy.
Why would I even care about Judy when you can't catch a relatively uncontested touchdown and
Or get
Shador just
one
gave you a
punched out of your
dot?
fucking
Come on
hand
now.
and bitch into the
Listen,
fucking rookie quarterback like you done lost your
who's the
fucking mind.
veteran wide receiver that broadcasts right now that had very nice choice of word? Steve Smith said it the best. I thought you were at best a wide receiver three.
Damn,
Oh damn.
damn.
Mhm.
That man was disrespected, but
He was
well
diabolical.
deserved straight. Fuck,
I
fuck
like to
all
let
that.
him do well.
Fuck all of that. No, this game kind of annoyed me, and I feel like his daddy's words is really carrying super heavy. Quarterbacks go to the Browns to die. A part of me wishes he never made that statement, but damn it, we're here and he's made that statement, and it's like,
A slow, painful, yet lucrative death.
and then my beef with the whole thing, like they do have pieces to not at least suck ass. The problems that I have with the whole Browns organization, week after week, it's one thing or another. I don't know how I don't know how the coach has a job at this point. And that can be clear. Everybody can see that this is an incompetent this is an incompetent person that clearly after what three how many seasons has he been fucking up? I've seen
I
the
think he's in his
statistic
third or
somewhere.
fourth.
Yeah, it just can't get shit done. How does he still have a job? And then you're having the most
I'm
blatant
surprised
things.
that he didn't get let go from the game last week. Because like I said, when you took Shador Sanders out of the game for the last play, what was your reason? You get what I'm saying?
So
The owner
that's
should have brought him into the fucking room and asked him what was your reason for doing that,
well,
and
there
then
is a
tell him
reason they've done that kind of wildcat style play a few other times. But here's my thing, and I don't know why they more sportscasters haven't really brought this up. This is not the first time that they've taken the quarterback out for kind of a trick play. Now I'm air quoting that trick play, right? This isn't the first time that they've done it. They've done it before. It is kind of on the rare side, but my thing is like, okay, if people have known that y'all have done this once or twice before, and we see that you take the quarterback off the field, it's no longer a trick.
exactly.
The fuck are you doing?
And they had the
Adding to
chance to
that
win that
bracket.
game too, which is so
Yes,
crazy.
absolutely had a chance to win that game. Honestly, they should have just kept it straight earlier because I believe they had attempted a 2-point conversion earlier and fucked that shit up. When y'all could have just kicked a regular field goal and just kept it straight, went to overtime. he probably wouldn't have been in that fucking position. But that's besides the point. Again, that is more
Yeah,
towards coaching and the bullshit that these people are doing. It's like, how does he still have a job? As a
almost like
Dolphins
he
fan, I
wants
already know what
to
this is
fire.
about. In terms of just money and stuff. It's like the way I see Stefanski is the way I see like McDaniels. Like, why are you still here?
Is it just me or does McDaniels always look drunk?
I think that's him
Like always look
crying.
drunk.
He's like a cry drunk.
Always sweaty, the hair too slicky, just
Yeah,
lackadaisical.
yeah.
Like maybe that's case in part. There was talks early on in the season, well, about mid-season, about there might have been a little tension in the locker room when it came to McDaniels and his player personnel and whatnot.
Oh, they're gonna get him
Just
out at the end of the season. They're waiting. I already know the Dolphins' game plan. They're gonna wait. They're not gonna do that mid-season, especially when it's not necessarily him that's the issue. It is more so their picks and the quarterback. So they got rid of the two domino pieces I saw coming first. They honestly are doing this in correct order. The GM was
Yeah.
out, and then they just benched Tua. I saw it coming in that order. I wish I could have taken a bet on which order the three were going to go. I would have made some money, but that's besides the point. When it comes to the Browns, though, like the one piece that is missing, I don't understand. I haven't seen anyone above Stefanski on a microphone to explain any of this shit from their perspective. Why?
when in doubt, scapegoat. Gotta find somebody that'll take on the
Why?
media the way that the media needs to be taken on. But
Like who? Like the owners, like a GM, like somebody above this motherfucker to kind of help, double down and explain things. At least look like y'all are on the same page, so it looks like there's some cohesion. Nothing. So do
I
y'all
think
niggas
it's
not give a
cracked
fuck?
up.
What do we do? Like, and I say we lightly. I mean just as in y'all, because I'm really just here to watch Shador, really. But what are y'all doing?
Losing. That's it. It's a car accident that hasn't had a emergency response arrive yet. That's what it is. You
Are y'all
just you don't know
tanking for
when.
like picks or something? Because I know
I
that
just
I
thought
understand everything they got tied up with fucking what's his name, Deshaun in the background. Um, God knows whatever the fuck you're gonna do with Dylan Gabriel at this fucking point. It's clear
you
that you
kept
should
them
go forward
around.
with Shador if you're gonna pick a quarterback. It's very clear that you should do that. But like w- w- the coaches, that nigga got to go. He got to. I'm so sorry. He has to go.
Fire sale, everything. Food for thought though, because it just crossed my mind. So what if you get rid of coaching in Miami and in Cleveland? What if you get a little swap there? You
No,
think
no, no, no.
yeah?
I don't even like pronouncing
You
that
know,
man's
bro,
fucking
got two or three
name.
more questions on the way. Mm-mm. It's gonna
Stefanski
be a
sounds like
fire.
a trick fart or some shit like that. I don't even like pronouncing his name, bro. He just need to
Mm-mm.
go somewhere in the obscurity.
It's
Don't
like
like
a
the way
like
he
a
did
product
the.
name, Stefanski ware, Stefanski crystals. Something. It's gonna be a fire sale of the team at the end of the season. There's pretty much
Oh yeah, for sure.
no hope for anything,
They've
minus
got a
just
young core
individual
they can
stats.
build around, especially if you're tanking this season. You can
And the
definitely get
defense isn't terrible at that. Like they have a stellar defense.
exactly. So you really only have to build your offense side. So it's like, okay, and you clearly have certain pieces that are already there. They honestly could bounce back if they do the right thing. They are the Browns. They will not. I just would like, if that's the case, let Shador get out of there. Y'all can have Dylan Gabriel at that point. Please, for God and heaven's sakes, let him get out of there. Where'd my brother go? Oh,
Connectivity issue.
well, hello there.
I love that.
Sorry, I
All
had to
right.
reconnect.
No, that's good. That's all good. All right, fellas. How do y'all
There
feel
we go.
about basketball? Let's. I'm talking basketball.
My team won the cup. Let's
She
go.
got a
Congratulations. The Knicks. Appreciate you,
basketball.
even though you got
She
it
play
pretty
with my
easy.
basketball. Let me stop. How y'all feeling about the
It's good.
cup? Go ahead, Al.
Oh, yeah. I was just like I said. I was kind of surprised that OKC, got upset by the San Antonio, especially with Wemby just coming back, just literally just from injury.
Mm-hmm.
But
Let me ask you a
I was
question.
not expecting the Knicks to win.
Let's
Let,
go.
let me ask you a little question. Let me ask you, was it satisfying though?
Yeah, I rather it'd be more satisfying seeing them win the actual championship, the NBA
Yeah.
title.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Once
I
and
feel
only
like the cup
dream.
is like a consolation prize.
it kind of is. I was having this conversation with certain white boy at work we know about, Tim. I feel like that cup should have more towards maybe the organization, like maybe like a pick
Mm.
or something like that, because it feels so hollow.
It's the shiny ribbon for the not slow kid in the back of the class, but for the slow kid in the back of the class. Ah.
Stop. let me stop. I
I love the slow kids in the back of the class, by the way.
we are
But don't get me wrong, the Knicks have a solid team going forward.
yes they
I
do.
hope they make it to the NBA Finals this year because you got to understand, it's like they had a good chance of getting there last year. It's just that the Pacers was just so fucking hot.
Halliburton was cooking them, and that
Yeah.
was my Achilles kryptonite. I low key was a little like, damn, this nigga went down with an injury for real. Ah, damn, we might have a chance. Let me stop. But
Dog,
if it wasn't for injury,
I still have that picture of what's his name? Oh gosh, what's his name doing the little ritual chant in the fucking in the tunnel. What's that nigga's name? On the Pacers. He did it in the
Uh,
last series.
Pascal
Yeah.
Siakam.
Man, listen, that man was having the African spirits talk directly to him. He's like, let me get this
got
one.
to,
Let me get
got
this
to.
one. I see some shit like that. I was like, yeah, New York wasn't gonna get worse.
You imagine being a fucking janitor guy walking past this guy, you sleepy?
Yeah. The closer you start
I
walking
gotta
to
go
him, you
after
start
that.
hearing bone rattles and chants. Nah. Let me take this a little serious though. New York does look good this year. What I would
Yeah.
really, really hope for, OKC falls early. I don't think they
I
will
don't
wherever
know.
they're at in
I
terms
mean, don't
of.
get me wrong.
I'm
The
going for
the
the two.
West is not what it used to be last year. Like last year, they got to go through Denver. They got to go through Houston. Houston is a serious contender.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
They getting
Yeah,
dogged out by calls though. Like every game I watch Houston don't get shit.
it's rigged
But
at this point. Mm.
yeah, but they got some players on Houston. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I was like, yo, they're giving Denver a run for their money. But damn, they got players that can match them. Point for point, rebound for rebound, everything. Like
Yeah.
star
Let me
power
put
for
it out
star
there.
power.
Let me
They
say it like
got it.
this. Well, you know we getting old when Durant is the veteran, know all, tell all, show all when he running shit on that team. And I couldn't tell you which would be a better one. I mean, you got LeBron old ass still out here lagging in hair and lagging in fucking pretty much nothing else. But to have Kevin Durant run your team, run the squad, run the scheme, they look like a problem. They got good defense, they got good offense, they got good coaching.
Yeah, they
Hmm.
got it all at Houston.
They might be
Houston
the
is a
sleeper this
sleeper.
year. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. They're gonna be the sleeper this year.
Well,
Denver,
I
I know
see
they're
I see
definitely gonna be
either
the two.
Houston or Denver knocking off OKC, and then it's gonna be those two at the end of the year. I see Houston and Denver towards the end. The
Joker's
Lakers are
gonna
gonna
go
make
on
some
revenge
noise,
tour.
but like Rich Paul said, LeBron's agent, they don't have enough, and he was right. When the moment he said that, they lost a game that they weren't even supposed to lose. Don't get me wrong, Austin Rivers is nice, Luca's nice, but they're defensive liabilities.
Well, I was just about to say, what do you think they're missing? Like in terms of like a piece per se, because
A defensive lockdown player.
They need a big man for real.
mm,
Call
They,
call
something
Dwight
a little
Howard.
big. And we said this a few weeks ago that they have to look at how they tackle each and every problem in the West. So, getting around someone like the Nuggets, you have to have big guys to throw at, and with them only having one really solid big guy, you're not going to be able to get around Denver. That's my belief. I think your best strategy is to throw muscle at Jokic and really like tire him out and kind of like make him. You have to make somebody look constructively at the technical side of shit, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I've got one big ass motherfucker in front of me that is more athletic than I am because Jokic is not really the most athletic guy. The motherfucker really don't be jumping when you really
But
watch
he's
him play and
very
stuff.
consistent.
Yeah,
He's
I was
very
gonna say
consistent. I'm
something
not
like
saying that
that.
he's not, but I'm just saying with
Like
knowing how
your
he
next
plays,
parlay, put Joker down for 20 points, 8 rebounds, eight assists.
he's
You're
getting
gonna
that
hit
because
every fucking time.
you will get that
Every
every
single
time.
time. Didn't a couple last week, if not a few weeks ago, didn't this man have a triple? Like a 40-20-20?
Some shit like
No.
that.
Yeah.
And they're really good at
Honestly,
taking turns.
best
They're
big
honestly
man in the
really good
league.
at that.
Wemby number 2. Joker the best non-athletic but technical. He will score on you.
Yes.
Wemby is the athletic and the less
And if he doesn't
technical.
have the score, he has the assist.
Let me tell you.
There's somebody open on his squad all the time, and they're ready. They're always ready. How you rack up 17 assists in one game? Like, think about that. That doesn't make any sense.
Now,
They
correct me if I'm wrong or input who you think, but you haven't had a big man facilitator like that, since Shaq.
and that's coming in an era where they're looking for those big guys to do that.
Mhm.
They're looking for
Towards the
those.
end of his career, that's what literally the beginning of the okay, you need to be like a dual or a triple threat big man. You got to be mobile, you got to be athletic, and you got to be able to score any which way that you can. You can't just be standing in the paint or going up for the offensive defensive rebounds. We want you to be able to go back and forth up the court, facilitate, score, assist. Joker, all the above and then some. Because, like
Yeah.
Bo said, 28-8,
It was the beginning of the
Every night.
Euro sender.
blue chip bet.
I literally, as soon as I'm doing my parlays for points, I just put Joker as those 3 stats in every fucking time, and he hits them every fucking time.
I had a better
They,
question for this cup because it was a good showing on everybody that. And if you're looking at the standings currently, the Spurs are sitting at 4 in the Western Conference, but they were able to take it all the way. You have the Knicks that were sitting at 2. I didn't realize this. Where were the Pacers? Where were the Raptors? I know what's kind of wrong with the Celtics.
got to throw Detroit in there. Detroit's a sleeper team, too.
Yeah, the 2 teams that everyone's kind of worried about in the East is Detroit and Toronto. And don't get
Still
me
don't
wrong,
know who
those
the
2
fuck is on
teams they
Toronto.
have a good starting 5, but they don't have a deep bench. That's where New
Right.
York comes in and just okay, we're the playoff team. You get what I'm saying?
Whereas you got to worry about Houston as well, but they do have a deep bench, a moderately deep bench. And you got that
Yeah,
experience.
when
You
it
got
comes to like out west, you got the veteran Denver, you got OKC, the new kid on the block, and then you got Houston with a well-rounded squad. You get what I'm saying? So
Houston
I
actually
don't
like
looks
the
see a
video
like
clear cut
game options you got to pick.
team.
Brand new game you play, you got to pick. What faction do you want? You want well-rounded? You want offensive juggernauts, or do you want just defensive powerhouses? You got to pick.
honestly out of the West. I feel like fucking the Rockets have the best chance because from everything top down, even from coaching to actual players. And I know that sounds weird because they're sitting at 5, but I don't really trust the rankings that well.
Everything changes in the playoffs, my boy. I'm telling you,
It
that's you lock
absolutely
in.
does.
You lock
My
in that
issue
certain way.
My issue that I have with the Spurs is I don't really feel that they have that veteran presence that's proper, if that makes sense. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I mean,
Yeah,
Chris Paul's on the market. You can always go grab him again. It's
I'm
not
pretty
like he
sure he
doesn't
would
have
love that.
experience with the
I
Spurs.
am pretty sure He would absolutely love that, especially with his unceremonious fucking waiver over there in Clipperland. I'm pretty sure he
Mm.
would love that.
Isn't that the team he originally started with as well? Wasn't he drafted by the Clippers?
No,
No,
he was drafted
Oh,
by New Orleans, or
no.
not New Orleans.
ah,
Charlotte Hornets.
Charlotte Hornets.
When they
Okay,
were New
I know he.
Orleans,
I know he was with them prior to the abrupt departure, but he ain't doing nothing. He got time. Call him.
especially
Need some
if it's
veteran
just the
experience.
last season, sit on a bench and kind of slide in on a fucking on a ring. Yeah, you potentially could. It'd be the best way to go out if you want to go out that way. But I don't know if the Spurs want to pay that. That's what a veteran minimum contract.
Yeah, he's up there with that. I think he probably racking about 7 or 8 on veteran minimum.
They might not have the
I'm
cap. I
surprised
don't
he
know
don't
what the
go
cap
sit on
space
the
is,
bench with
but
OKC. But because I heard that they reached out to him, but he denied it.
ooh,
I wonder why.
well,
Yeah, Chris
That's
I
Paul's
bet
a
he kicking
character,
interesting.
man.
himself right now. I bet
That's
he kicking himself
interesting.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Chris
But don't
Paul is
gel
a
with the
character, man.
fuck that. Character or not, give me a ring. Cement my legacy as a champion,
At
but
least
I'm an
one, even if
asshole.
you're bench riding, at least one, just at least
That's
one, so
terrible.
they can't say no to
That's,
you.
you don't want to be in that category of greats that never got a ring. I mean, best one that you can come off the top of your head right now is the AI. One of the greatest that ever touched the court ain't got no ring.
I,
Mm.
in my honest
Allen
opinion,
Iverson.
whether
Yeah,
it's tricky for him because you don't know who's going to make it to the finals, right? You're honestly out of the West. You're definitely looking at either the Spurs or Thunder, and I think it's funny that it's two young teams that feel like super young that are going to get there and do it. Outside of that, it's maybe the Rockets. I don't think the Nuggets will make it again this year.
I don't
Just a
think he
feeling,
wants to
just a
play with
feeling.
Kevin Durant again.
mm,
Maybe maybe I could understand why he probably wouldn't, but his options that he has, because I don't know if the Spurs reached out, but if the Thunder reached out, why wouldn't you take it?
Like I said, he's a crazy personality, bro.
yeah, he's not really
Um,
liked everywhere he goes. Not them.
Yeah.
It's really been him over the years.
I
Yep.
guess. I guess if they don't want fucking him changing up too much stuff, I like I said, I guess it is what it is. Sucks to be sitting on the outside, but I can tell you what, the rest of the actual basketball season is going to still be pretty fucking good for the most part. Um, I don't know. It's just weird that he gets the boot on his end, which I was waiting to hear the reason why he got the boot over there. And now that I've
That's
heard it,
cool.
it kind of feels lackluster. It's like, damn, y'all's old head beefing.
Yep. That's
That
all
was
it
the reason.
was.
I thought maybe he was fucking somebody's wife or some shit like that. That's honestly that's the first thing that came to mind. But apparently not. He just talks too much, which is crazy. Nigga,
That's
this is
cool. He'll be on
basketball.
ESPN as a broadcaster at the end of the season, I'm sure.
I'm just thinking about it this way. It's like, nigga, this is basketball. Like, as soon as you get on the court, somebody's gonna be talking trash. Y'all couldn't handle him talking. Y'all couldn't handle him giving suggestions.
And they're probably good suggestions too, because
Hell
the
yeah, they were
Clippers
good
are so
suggestions,
dysfunctional. It's like, yo, man, what the fuck is going on there?
nigga.
One of the
Yeah,
oldest rosters, and they
Kawhi,
can't get it together.
old heads beefing with old heads. Kawhi getting hush money or under the table money or some bullshit that's going on. And
Is it hush
just
money if
being
he's always
friends.
been a quiet guy? I'm fucking around. I'm just saying though. They clearly had a lot of room to improve, and they just didn't want to hear his shit, which is kind of fucked up, especially for his final year. But hey, I mean, you get what you asked for. I don't know why he wanted to go to the Clippers so goddamn bad. Your legacy has already been cemented there once. I don't think he shouldn't have went back there. I honestly think he should have went to the fucking Thunder and just sat on the bench.
Times when you can just do nothing at work and get paid for it. That'd be a great scenario.
Hell yeah.
Sit on an NBA bench and collect hundreds, if not millions of dollars and score 6 points. Fine.
Hell yeah! And all you got to do is tell a young boy, "Hey, throw yourself into that person harder." the refs got the refs.
Hey, next time you run up that court, call the ref a bitch. All right? Yeah. Easy money.
That's all they would have needed.
Veteran minimum. I think the veteran minimum is a mil.
Yeah, but you know they're
I think
probably
it's a minimum
negotiating a little bit
change.
more for someone of his status, stature, whomever. Isn't he also represented by Rich Paul?
Oh,
Yes.
that's a good question. I think so.
Yeah, he gonna get that money. He gonna get about 5-6 million.
Minimum
Not LeBron gonna slide him
NBA
some.
3.3 mil.
It's not bad. That changed
That's
all of
not
our
bad.
lives.
That's a
Yeah.
lot better money than what Odell Beckham would get.
Mm,
Nigga got up here and said I can't live off 5 million. Nigga, I wish somebody
mm.
would with me.
I would. Thank you. Five
I
million.
wish somebody fucking would with me. I couldn't believe that fucking crazy ass interview. I'm glad he off to the side now. Let me not backtrack. Let's be glorious out here today. Did y'all hear about Clay becoming a dad?
I think that's just a rumor.
You think it's just a rumor? Just a rumor mill?
Trust me, that she ain't gonna mess up her womb just yet.
Well,
No,
Birth
that's my
control is a
Al,
thing.
sentiment.
Al. This is
My
we
sentiment.
rappers are the modern day pop stars. Yes, the fuck she would. Yes, she would. And I'm not even going to
What,
throw
just
it
to get
on.
a bag?
She doesn't need a bag from Clay per se. He's at the end of his fucking career, in my opinion. Like he ain't gonna do
It,
much but have one or two hot games, off the bench, mind you, or no, is he on the? Is he? Either way,
yeah, he's
regardless,
coming off the bench.
he ain't gonna do too much. I mean, did you see the video of them dancing in? I think either her dressing room or her closet or some shit like that. This nigga looks so happy.
Disgrace to light
Oh, I
skins
didn't see that
all
video.
across
I think you was
America.
talking about Gorilla.
No, well, Gorilla is something we talked about that 2 weeks ago. That was something different. She got Ingram over
Oh,
there
okay.
looking crazy, crazy as
Mhm.
fuck. No,
Career
this video
killers, as
is.
I call
I
them.
didn't realize Clay had the same thing going on.
I call them career killers. That's why I'm just grateful Clay got 4 rings prior to that. Oh shit, I'm pregnant. That's if not career killer. Look
I'm
what
sure.
happened to how many people? Swaggy P is the most recent one. Career killer.
Is he the
Ingram
most
on
recent
the
one?
path. Career killer.
I'm out here looking for it because I know that video. I'm surprised it's not up here. It came up in my Google search pretty fucking quick. I was gonna put y'all on the fucking Clay dance.
I know I saw
It
what you
felt so
call it.
corny. I was like,
I saw that.
ugh.
I saw the other video of Glow with Brandon with Ingram. I've seen that video, but
I know I did see a video with what you call it, them during the holidays and her cooking. You get what I'm saying?
man just want to end his career on a peaceful note.
Oh, I think I
Stepping
found
his
it.
fatherhood, going to the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, this is
Meanwhile,
fucking
she the whole reason why man doing 10 to life down there. Oh my God.
Oh my god.
oh yeah, this is fucking
Mm-mm. I
awful.
wonder if he can see the bullet hole when he hold her feet or he grab her ankles. Like I wonder, does it
Yeah,
bother him?
you absolutely know he can fucking see the bullet holes in that bitch.
Did they have that conversation yet? Yo, you want to talk about this? I feel like it's still on your chest because it's definitely still in your foot. But where the guy want to talk?
I'm putting on the
Oh,
foreman for y'all.
awkward.
This is the video. I don't have no audio for it because I don't want it fucking up too much. But let me blow it up for the fans here. This is the video. Look at Clay. He looks so fucking happy. This nigga's spinning. Look at this. Look at this motherfucker.
Oh, okay. He's enjoying himself, boy.
Listen, he dancing like he don't pull out.
He just wants to end his career on a high note. Whether or not
Let me. Speaking of high note, let me ask you a question. Do you think he sings at the climax, or does he rough that one out like a man?
I don't think he
Does
makes eye contact with her.
does he hit
I
the?
think he probably just grabs that foot and just, you know.
You think he hit the? Or he grunt that one out like a man? He grunt that one out like a motherfucker in the military, 13 years vet.
I
Oh
can do it.
man.
This is actually let me get that off the screen because that gives me the willies. You look at shit like that too long, you almost get baby fever, and you a whole ass dude. You don't need that. you don't need that.
Oh man.
Listen, he out here happier than a motherfucker. Whether or not it's actually a rumor or not, which like I said, I really wouldn't be. I wouldn't put it past Meg that she's looking for a little piece of happiness with dude if they look that happy. Now if they actually are that happy with the cameras off, more power to them. Like I said a couple weeks ago, he seemed like the type that don't want to pull out her chair all the time anyways, they'll be all right. They'll be all right. I just wonder how life is, outside of things, but we can leave that there for the moment here. Let's hit some pop culture fucking topic points, fellas. Keep pushing the show along here. I gotta ask y'all a question before we get into the pop culture side of things here. So I was there watching a little skit, and I just wanted to know y'all's opinion on this. We live in this day and age, especially with a lot of the younger generation here, where they're a lot more liberated, huh? So just assume here for a second. Are y'all ready for this? Just assume here for a second. Your girl comes to you with the proposition that she wants to do a threesome. Are you on board or not on board?
This question too late.
Oh damn, I might have lagged out for a second there. Did y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Did you
lag.
hear us?
Y'all jumped for a second there. I wasn't sure if I lagged or not.
I'm pretty sure there's more to this question, so I'll wait. Don't keep us in suspense.
Okay. So your girl comes to you. She wants to pick the first round if you say yes, right? Now you have to be a little concerned because I know y'all probably want to know in that sense, like, wait a minute, if you're picking the partner, you're not bringing like another dude here, are you? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because she sure as hell not gonna bring a whole nother nigga in my house. She tells you with confidence, this is not another man. Now you're a little intrigued. You're like, wait a minute here. What? You're bringing a friend? Who was it that said that in the 2 Chainz? So I think that was Kanye West. You bringing a friend? You bringing a whole friend? I don't know if y'all remember that. I remember that.
I mean,
Never.
if it's a female and she's straight, like, you get to meet her first before, I would okay it, but anything
I'm
past
nervous.
that, absolutely not.
I am
I'm
glad.
nervous.
I am
I'm
glad.
nervous.
I am glad you said as long as she's straight. Because in walks a dyke. In walks, damn, Twitch finna kick my ass. In walks Snoop from The Wire. She got
No,
braids. She got
no, no.
she got braids
Not
like it's
Snoop
back in the.
from The Wire.
She got braids like
No.
it's '05.
No.
She got braids like it's
Absolutely not.
'05. Listen,
Like I said,
listen. Wait.
Not you, cute. No. Come here, cute.
She
No.
walk in there. She said, what's good, bro?"
Oh
With the deepness in
no.
her voice, she said, "What's good, bro?" She said,
no.
hey, brother, man, listen. Shorty gonna be stretched out. Where you want me, in the front or the back?
Oh no. Not her need a
No.
pat down before she walks in the home. No,
Bro,
I can't do
listen.
that.
She dropped
And she
trowel.
gonna pull out a strap on bigger than
Listen,
me? No, hell no. Fuck
listen,
no.
She brought the
listen.
strap, but it's a different one.
Listen. She dropped the boxers, and you know the strap got that spring action to it. It just kind of poked through. Just she say, "How y'all want this? You want me to take lead?" She said, "I can pull out my 13-incher."
You gotta get the fuck out of the
What?
house. Why are you here? Why's that like?
What?
Why? Who brought you? Why are you in my home?
Got the spring action. Every time she walked, that motherfucker bounce higher than you do.
I'm sorry. She's leaving, and she's leaving. Both of them are leaving. Get the fuck out. What the fuck?
She put her foot up on the bed. Jack Daniels. She said,
No,
"Hey,
absolutely not.
hey, let me rock
She's on
paper
the
scissors your
pistol whip.
ass for the
At
backside
this
real
point,
quick."
I'm so, nah, I'm good. Mr. Ma'am, I need you to exit the premises. You gotta go. Take you and your third. I
She
can't
said
even
it's
call their
straight,
leg.
bruh. She said it's
It's
straight, bruh. That DP
detachable.
ain't gay.
Uh,
She said we finna
crazy
hug
thing is
this out.
most niggas would do it if she had a fat ass. That's the crazy thing, but no. No.
She said, hold this and sing your ABCs. This is who your girl brought over.
No, absolutely not.
No, Judge. You gotta question everything. Everybody leave. Everybody gotta go. I agree.
I think
Everybody
y'all
gotta.
are going too
Everybody gotta
light
leave.
on this because I have deep questions. I'd be asking deep shit. I'd be like, how long you been cheating on me?
Why are you testing my manhood? Am I supposed to like something that looks like moi? It, that, oh no. That I have questions. I have thoughts.
I mean, I have all that, but it's like you got to go right now. Like seriously, the
Yeah.
fuck?
Like I've already asked you to leave once, and we're still here. So at this point, there's something in my right hand, and then I'm potentially calling 911 in the left hand because Snoop from The Wire walked in. Okay, this King Von with titties.
And you
Um,
you got to question where you at are in your life. I know y'all are men in here. Hopefully you're holding down your own space or whatever. So it's like you have the authority to tell somebody to leave. But could you imagine if you like couch surfing, dude? Right? You missed a couch surfer, so you really can't tell nobody to leave. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna leave, and
I'm gonna leave.
Shorty's gonna be like, yeah, lock the door behind you, bro.
mm,
Yep.
you forgot your key, and you forgot the key. Lord,
She came to you like a man and said, hey man, you get tired, hold the camera.
you can have her at this point.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm done. That's crazy. That's wild.
That is all you, bruh. At
She
that,
pull off
what's
her
your
shirt.
name?
She got a 6-pack.
And she still got the little Rihanna tattooed in between the first ab and the second ab. You can keep her. I don't want no smoke. Mm-mm. I'm good.
You're
She look you dead square in the eye, talking about some.
literally
King
competing with
Von
another dude.
with breasts.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh man, y'all got me with that one. She get in there, she look you in the eye, talk about some. Hey man, don't let your hands be traveling too far.
Yes, ma'am.
What?
Yes, sir.
Hey bro, stay on your side. Let's we high fiving.
You can take the whole room if need be. Guess what? I got full case of eggs in the fridge. You cooking in the morning?
She hit you with different rhymes. You like your egg fried or scrambled.
I won't even have you cook them the way that you want to.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Mind you, I done already asked
Like
you to
I
leave
wouldn't
the
even
house
let it
about
get
three
that
times.
far. Like seriously, I'm out of there.
I done already asked you several times, Mr. Man. Can you please, can you leave? I said, please.
You raise your
Please
hand.
take
You
me.
raise your hand to tell this person, "Hey, I like to talk to my wife in private, real quick."
Mm, that's I gotta ask permission in my own home. That's you, bro. That's you.
I'll tell her straight up, get her the fuck out of here.
Mhm.
She show up with a bottle of Henny.
Mm.
Take your Henny and you can leave. The fuck?
She hit you with the sharing is caring, my boy.
No,
Mm.
no, you doing too much talking, too much rapping. You gotta go.
I didn't ask you to leave already. I
I don't
swear.
ask you to leave. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
She
Why are
said,
we?
I'm done being nice.
hey man, what's it gonna take
By the
to
third time, I'm done being nice.
what's it gonna take to kill the tension, bro? You want a massage?
At this
I'll put
point,
my strap to the side.
I got to Spartan kick you, and then I got to. I'm sorry. I got to make room and make distance, and then I got to let two or three off. I, I can get another door.
She said, wait a minute. Let me
The moment
let,
I
let,
see her, I'm snapping.
Hmm.
let's ease the tension a little bit. Let me go ahead and
Hmm.
shake us up a little something with the drinks, kind of ease everybody off. She
Like
let
slapping that drink out your hand, you can go.
How do you even know where my drink where my drink cupboard is? Where do you know where my glasses are? Why are you so comfortable here?
Why are you still here?
Thank you. That is the solid case
The
point that I've
fuck?
been saying from the square. I asked you to
We
leave. Why?
like all these scenarios past the fact that I saw her walking through the door. You've already gone too far with me. We
Like,
wouldn't get to this point.
am I pussy at this point? Because I keep asking myself, why haven't you left?
I just
I, now I'm questioning me. Why are you still here?
she get to shaking up the little drink like she James Bond. She like it shaking, not stirring. So she hitting the ka-chuck, right? Right. You already done asked for some shit, but you figuring, all right, what is this gonna be real quick? So you figuring she hitting it, still in the boxes, and that thing shaking itself out.
Why are you here?
Why did we get this far?
How many rounds do I
You're
have
being a
left?
kind gentleman not to get handsy with a woman, and we understand that. So maybe you're just trying to see some clarity in them.
Listen, if they don't leave when I say leave, I'm leaving. Fuck that. I'm not even sticking around to figure that shit out. Like I'm done.
You locking the door behind you.
What the fuck
Screaming in the
for?
truck. I'm screaming in the truck for a little bit.
Screaming in the car is a little different. That's a little different. You know you're gonna have to pull off. Because can you imagine being out there and you having a moment? She done got her pants back on and came and knocked on the door and be like, dog, why you afraid? Wait,
Why are you
say
talking to me?
I should have pulled off. Nobody listened. I asked you to leave. Now I gotta leave. So let's be putting it in drive, and I'm gonna play a slow jam on the quiet drive.
hey,
It's gonna be a real
Why?
quiet.
Why are you talking to me when walked away from the situation? Now you're stalking me.
I'm gonna do y'all even a little dirtier. She tried to gaslight you like a woman. Go out there. You, hey man, listen, your girl upset, bro. Come back inside. Let's talk about this.
We ain't talking about nothing. You
I'm
leave
confused. I'm confused at this point because how are we still having this conversation?
this
And
conversation.
I've been driving and I've removed myself.
You don't think your girl ain't gonna call you till you come back?
I'm not even answering.
I'm gonna just block.
That's my answer. I'm not
At
even
some point,
answering. Like,
I'm gonna question myself too. Like, how did it get to this point?
was I giving
What
off
did
the
I do
wrong
wrong?
fucking signals or something? Like, what the fuck, bro?
You talk to somebody after that.
And you got to understand, in most relationships, you talk about that stuff off rip, like what you're down for. And like I said, it's like if you don't have it, you obviously don't have nothing like real. You get what I'm saying? You got to know the
Look,
limitations of your woman and know what she's into. You get what I'm saying?
I mean,
that sounds
technically
like a
she's
letter.
into other women. So is that, did it really catch you by surprise that much?
Oh, trust me, the chicks that told me that they were into women that look like dudes, I don't even talk to them. I don't even give them a second chance to even fucking speak to me.
I find this is very, very interesting. Only not the fact that you would take that route. I've heard a lot of guys say that. Is that coming from a place of fear? Or is that like I've never had to deal with no shit like this, so I don't. I think I would be in like that weird territory of I don't know how to
Trust me,
handle a
man, there's a
situation.
bunch
I'm
of
just not happy.
weirdos after the age of 20, 27. Like these females are fucking weird and they're, likes and shit and what they're accustomed to and used to. It's just like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what kind of trauma you went through? And
Maybe
you gotta leave them in the street. Just
hey,
keep it moving. Next one.
maybe they were
See a
always
lot
like
of
that,
that.
and we just never asked the question of they didn't know enough of themselves to how to put it into words. But years later, it's like, yeah, I need that Missy Elliott Queen Latifah fusion.
Not the fusion dance. Oh my God. So you want you we see a lot of this in mental health, first and
Yeah, in
foremost.
the little
We
cheese
see a
grater
lot of
hallway.
this
Just
in mental health.
can you imagine they hit the fusion dance, but they still come out in the big plastic bag? I can't stay
Mm.
in the rain.
Come on, looking
It's
like the
my
Doria.
window.
What?
Zarbon in his ultimate form. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Oh, big boy
Fuck
slogan.
out of here.
No, man.
the human the human version of Zarbon is what did they say is what's his name oh my gosh, Maine from Cash Money. Damn, what was
Manny
that?
Fresh.
Yeah. Look at awful. Just
They say he
rolling
looked
in
like
here.
the generic Louisiana auntie. I've also heard that. I don't know they're like generic titles for aunties in
Generic
Louisiana, but yeah.
Louisiana auntie. Wow, that damn. Let me
If
stop.
you
Let me
don't know
stop.
who he is and you have an interaction with him, pretty sure at some point somebody's gonna ask if this person has
We
pronouns or
kind of
not.
do. I'm not gonna say not much. Let me stop. Let me stop right there. All right,
One of those
fellas.
doesn't age well.
All right. Now that we have exited the your own property from the disaster of a threesome here. In other news, have y'all heard about the Netflix acquisition of in reverse, Warner Brothers getting bought out, or they want to go selling? There's been a couple of contentious buyers here. First and foremost, you have Netflix that's trying to throw up 80 billion cash
Mm,
buy,
Jeez.
80
mm.
billion cash buy of not the whole Warner Brothers, but they want some of the more important pieces. So that's your HBO, your couple other smaller internal studios and stuff. They do have counter bids from other companies, but I think this whole buyout thing is not only terrifying because it feels like the second coming of cable TV. Um, that's a whole nother rabbit hole of this is something that we don't want. We always want the competition to stay there because if you want your streaming services to stay under $20, 25ish bucks, there needs to be competition. Because I can tell you right now, the day is coming where you can log on and see, HBO via Netflix, and you paying like $30 for your subscription. Just you're not gonna like where that goes technically per se, but it's out there. It's one of those things. Um, what I think has been interesting about this whole thing is some of the other moving pieces, which I think we can take this conversation before y'all respond and clip it in the corner for a second here. Have y'all watched the Diddy documentary?
I've heard a lot about it, but I actually haven't sat down and watched it.
Well,
I didn't think it was unnecessary to even watch.
I
you
fell
didn't.
asleep on the part where he was struggling in the studio for 16 hours on 6 bars.
Oh no, it wasn't like 16 hours. The nigga said it was like 3 months or some shit like that. It was something fucking insane.
It must have just been a 16-hour day then, because Jesus.
Yeah,
Take that, take
listen,
that,
that
that
whole
down.
sequence, whoever that dude is trying to improve his career, I felt so bad for him because the way that he described, he's like, some days I woke up in the bed and there's a chick there. Some days I woke up and it was Diddy. My ass hurt. And I was like, okay, that progressively like went off of a like cliff. You can't just go from there's a woman here and I'm like high and drunk to there's Diddy here to my ass hurts.
Mm.
That's
That
not
went very
functional.
dramatic, very quickly for
Oh, very,
very
very, very.
several people. You didn't hear recently that they caught Justin Bieber and ran them in traffic. Somebody asked him a question about, how he felt about Diddy. Um, Apparently just got very quiet and very dark and just said, I'm just glad that I can have my peace now.
Yeah, peace of mind of not having to fucking wake up and
He,
man nail in your
he
ass
did
and
it.
you can't even say
They're
no
gonna
because this nigga done recorded you. The part that killed me because I watched this whole thing and the part that absolutely killed me was finding out about the baby oil. And I know that sounds so fucking weird. It wasn't regular baby oil. Al, did you hear that?
Yeah.
It was THC baby oil. So the shit is infused. So they were saying that you were high on like three different things. They kind of already like drug you, especially if they look into like if they talking behind the
really,
scenes like, oh yeah, we want that booty right there. So they pouring up the drinks. You get the drink with the little roofie in it or whatever. So now you out, and then they got infused baby oil. So your ass does hurt, but it doesn't hurt as bad. Yeah.
That shit sounds terrifying.
you say that like that's supposed to be like no. All of the above sounds like no. Just no.
We can say
How
no,
many
but unless you're actually there, I don't think you realize how deep that goes. Pause.
very, very strategic and not for nothing. Everything he did is absolutely horrifying, horrible. But this strategy wise, how he went about it forever and to now get
Yeah.
caught. He
Gatekeeping
can't
people's
rap, but he can
careers.
he can keep some shit on the low until it ain't no more. It's amazing.
And you know what sucks about this
Scary.
documentary? You know, in the many months prior, when you started hearing from old security guards and stuff, and all these people give their accounted stories about, Diddy's in the middle of getting a blowjob. They're standing at the door, and somebody comes to talk to Diddy, and they're like, all right, yeah, you can go and talk to Diddy. Diddy doesn't even skip a beat while like getting blowed, just like having a meeting with somebody.
The fuck?
And
How
it's
much are
another
you
famous
paying
person
me?
that you know. Hmm.
And then my thing is like, okay, you go to meet Diddy, and this is the shit that you see. It's like, didn't you know this nigga? Like, that didn't set off alarm bells for you? Like that didn't set off like alarm bells for you. And then he was into fucking other people's women.
Hmm.
They say he knocked off a couple of Usher's women. I don't know if y'all remember that interview from one of the, and
I
then
mean, he was doing it to 50. He was paying for 50's baby mama 10K. It was in the court case.
and that's what I don't understand. I can't understand that. I understand why 50 Cent is so pissed off. I understand. Bitch, you folded for 10K? I bought all of Ja Rule's first 3 fucking rows of concert seats just to make him look stupid. He could have
And
gave
you
me
over here
10K.
fucking my enemy
You over here
for
fucking for
10K.
10K? What the fuck is 10K? So that means you're just a deviant. You would have did it for free.
Mm-hmm. 10K just a little something, something.
You're
You would have
going
did
to
it
his
for free.
party to get jizzed on, and you not even fucked by him, fucked by other guys for 10K
So he can watch.
for
Oh
him to
my
watch
god.
and
The
laugh in the corner.
dog, the way when they get to the part with Cassie and the way that they describe the Diddy's main sex worker, the way that this dude describes this whole scenario, talking about, all right, I'm drugged up and I'm high. I'm fucking Cassie for like an hour. Diddy gets jealous, beats her ass, and then makes me get back to fucking her. I'm like, my guy, what?
What?
What? And then at the end of this sequence, talking about, yeah, they was collecting my thing in a cup at the end. And, you know, one day I asked, hey, what are y'all doing with, you know, my coconut milk?
Oh
And then
Lord.
after he asked, they never did it again. I said
Remember
to
what Cassie
myself,
said?
Ah, I was just having fun.
Talking about rubbing it on Diddy's nipples. What? I can't believe this is like real
This is real.
testimonies and shit.
This is real life.
I'm
This is
I'm
this
just
is
surprised.
this is
Because
life.
you know what's weird? You know what's weird? You know what's weird? If we as regular guys go on a date with a chick and she wants to give us the best version of herself, talking about, oh, I don't do that anymore, or, you know, yeah. Dating past 27 is a nightmare. And I'm
Yeah.
married and I know better, you know. Some chick be like, oh yeah, I tried that once. I don't do that anymore. And it's like, but I bet you would do it for 5 years with Diddy.
Mm-hmm. Bills paid, hair laid, everything made, and then some.
And I just think of the disrespect, but you're not Diddy. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Could
Not
you
a one.
imagine?
Yep.
You have to be Diddy to get that kind of treatment. Is that what you're saying? You want me out
Final
here
It's
blowing
boss.
up niggas'
it's
cars,
demoralizing.
That's
kidnapping
final
my
boss.
assistant, you know?
Mhm.
Is that what you really want out of me? Is that really what you're looking for? Or is it the millions of dollars? You know? I don't know. It just brings a lot to your mind every once in a blue moon. It's like, I, yeah, I'm just not.
Nah, that's just disgusting.
Puts a bad taste in your mouth. And mind you, that is only the tip of the iceberg, pause. That is only the tip of the iceberg. When we talk about where he was actually at in terms of money and power, right? A lot of people ask the question. So if you're wondering why I put the whole Warner Brothers pinpoint up in the low corner here, right? Diddy was not a broke motherfucker by any means. This man was into like low
Wealthy.
end billions, but he knew all of the right people. There are plenty of people that have said in some of their interviews that you saw Diddy fucking powerful men. These are other CEOs. These are other very powerful people that you don't even know it probably even exists, but they're behind the curtain that are pulling strings. So this now that you understand that Diddy is like the black version of Epstein, sort of,
Mm,
right? So I want y'all to put this into perspective. They needed him out of the way. We're in an age where a lot of CEOs are trying to get out of Dodge. They're trying to sell out from where they are and disappear because they know that they feel like something's coming around the corner and there's a big reckoning with all of these, you know, weird, powerful people in their small circles that they travel in, fucking one another and doing all kinds of weird shit. You don't know who's recorded you, right? Type shit. If you take the time to just go online and look up different types of like cameras that could exist out there that you could buy, like we're off something as simple as Amazon. Do you know you can buy a camera that's as small as a screw head?
Yep.
They have
Absolutely.
cameras that literally look like flies that fully function like small insects that take flight.
So
They
you
got cameras that look like radios, clocks, all types of
all
shit.
kinds of weird shit. So you don't know where you've been recorded. So you're out here being this freelance deviant, and you know this man, you know, Hit you with the take that, take that, take that, take that. Oh, my bad. My alarm clock went off. Tap on the side.
Mm-mm.
You've probably he just probably saved his fucking recording. So you have to understand that these people that are here, they move in different ways to get their competitors out of the way. Now, the reason why I was talking about this, the Netflix, Warner Brother, and fucking Paramount trifecta there, them trying to buy one another out, I don't think they wanted Diddy in the way. I don't think y'all understand how
Um,
much money Diddy was really sitting on and could throw around because he already was sitting on top of Revolt. So you have to understand, like, getting an entire network, getting,
mm.
I think they wanted him out of the way because they was looking at, all right, who's the craziest motherfucker in the room that has no problem like walking over people, killing people, hurting people, blackmailing people. They said Diddy got to go.
Selling our secrets. Yeah, like I said, it's like I'm surprised they haven't killed him. You get what I'm saying? You saw how they did Epstein. Epstein was knew too much, and they had to kill him behind
Oh
bars
yeah.
and made it sound like, oh,
Oh
he
yeah.
he he killed himself.
That's what I'm surprised at. Like they was, was that enough of a warning to be like, hey, we're gonna put
But
you in
you gotta
jail, but
understand.
you need to like stay out
Remember,
of the
they
way.
raided his house and found tapes. They never showed you what was on those tapes because the person
Exactly.
that ordered that got what they were looking for, and hopefully, they'll let them, they'll let them live for now. But as long as they got the tapes, they don't care.
See, my
I
thing is
think it's
one of
this.
two things happens. I'll
Mhm.
let you go, Tim. One of two things happen. I think when they raided, because we have to understand that the police, the FBI, these people are bought, right? If you ever think that we're going to get an entire version of the Epstein files, you're crazy because the man who's on the Epstein files, who has access to it, is either going to redact it or make the worst parts of it end up in a fire somewhere, right? So then
Yeah.
you have you have triple layers of blackmailing that's happening here. All right, we'll knock over Diddy. Diddy's got some tapes. He didn't know to hide his tapes. So we got in there fast enough to get the tapes. All right, who's on the tapes? Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and start knocking down some of these people. Oh, so and so that is the CEO of this $500 billion company. Yeah, we got some tapes of you. And this is coming from the government at this point. We got some tapes of you. You either gonna help
Who needs
us or we're gonna get you out of here. So which one do you want to do?
who needs competition when you have the power of the federal government and the power of their money purse behind you? First and foremost, yeah, Diddy's done. It's just a matter of time. Um, most people think it'll come in the form of somebody, killing him or shooting him, right? Being stabbed up in prison.
Oh
I
yeah.
look at it like, look how Michael Jackson went out. Look how Harvey Weinstein's doing currently. I don't think he's dead per se, but he's not comfortable as he was promised. Look how, certain other people that run the world kind of sort of right now currently in office will eventually say, I think at some point the powers that may be that don't want this man around are going to find a way to give him a little extra in his daily vitamin cup.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a little something that he can't chew fully through, an oopsie daisy as he's going to the chow hall or something. But
The moment
Yeah.
you a person of color and you start buying up some shit, they're gonna
Mhm.
do two things that are simultaneous. First and foremost, we're not gonna let you be a beacon for other people of color, so we're gonna get you out of the way. Secondly, we're gonna take the power and the cards that you are holding and use them on other people. Like you said, Michael Jackson. They did Michael Jackson dirty. They let Mike buy up all those fucking catalogs. All of those catalogs. And mind you, they're in his estate. They're not in necessarily his name. They're in his estate. But as soon as they knocked his ass off, do you think an estate had the power to hold those things? Fuck no.
Nope.
They
Gone.
defaulted back to some of the other companies that were waiting on them, motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? So they're doing the same thing to Diddy. Oh, get Diddy up out the way. I'm really surprised he's not dead. But I think with them taking his trump card, those videotapes and whatever he had recorded and whatever evidence he might have had against other people, That because this is the thing I'm getting at. Diddy was not the biggest player. Like he's a low end billion person, but I don't care if Paramount, the people who own Paramount, come in and they say they want to put down $100 billion over X amount of years to buy up Warner Brothers, right? But Diddy kind of sneak in there and be like, "Hey, I slept with all of y'all, and I want to buy it for 50, half. I need you to go ahead and
And
get
I
out the
got
way.
proof.
I need you to go ahead and just retract your order and just get out the way. Trust me, the games these people are playing behind the scenes are dirty. Take that, take that, take that,
Costly.
take that,
Boy,
take that.
tap dancing in the shower line. Mm. Problem too.
Mm, mm. Take that,
Make
take
the
that.
rapper. One thing I noticed about that whole case is that man went gray fast.
I think he
Next
was
thing,
always
man,
Oh yeah,
upkeeping.
was
I'm,
spending
I'm,
money on his image.
dog. Look at my grades. I'm thinking about it. I'm getting a just for men's. I'm gonna cut my shit fucking like on a two on the top, a one on the side. Kind of fade around the side, and I'm gonna hit that just for men. I'm at that point. I feel Diddy's pain.
no, you don't.
Well, he doesn't feel pain at all. He has THC oil.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
He's got
with the
government
amount of money he still got,
dispensation.
listen, somebody getting into jail and got something
And
in the
smuggling
tuck.
it.
I wouldn't. Could you imagine you're in jail and somebody in there that's in your corner pull you out a whole freaking bottle of baby oil from their booty?
Fuck that. Could you imagine you in prison and the guard say, "You got a roommate," and Diddy walks in?
Oh, that's horrifying.
What do you do in the moment? What do you do,
What do you
Mama?
do?
I don't. What do you do?
I don't know if there's much you really can do per se, because it's definitely, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, y'all making him sound like he's Felice Johnson. He ain't gonna take it.
Nigga, he is. He's Felice Johnson with money.
Everything changes when you are Police Johnson with money
Have
and
you not
influence
heard the
and
stories
power.
that Diddy's had? Like, Diddy literally has hands, and you hear this all the time. All the dancing niggas that are in the industry all can fight, but when you look at a boxer by definition, then them niggas can fight. Which, speaking on the boxing side, shout out to fucking Terrence Crawford.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Shout
The
out to
end of a
Terrence Crawford.
fucking career.
I wish I had more money to bet on that fight because I called it too.
Yeah,
He
everybody
was the
knew.
underdog. I was like, "Are you serious?" I would have put if I had 5,000, I would have put 5,000 on that fight. That
Yeah.
Carnelo Crawford fight. He was
And I
the
think I said
underdog
the
man.
same thing to you. I said, "Yo, bro, I think I put like 5 racks in this fight. I walk out of Vegas with hundreds of thousands. Canelo couldn't stop him.
I couldn't believe they were that stupid to put him as the underdog, and I was just like, "Yo," I was telling everybody, "Yo, bet every penny you got,"
Mm-mm. Yeah, that
and I was right. I had
Canelo
an
was
early
lucky to
cash in and
survive.
everything.
Canelo was just lucky to survive. I think honestly, Bud just showed him mercy. I really do because there was a mutual respect. There really was.
Yeah.
But
Oh no,
I,
Like I said, he had an illustrious career, but I just saw it. I felt like he was at the tail end of his career. You get what I'm saying?
He is too. I mean, he's generally just doing money fights per se, but I mean, he's helping feed other people, so it's all cool.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Canelo
we can
too.
have turkeys in the hood. There we go. That's all we need. But great career, great boxer. Definitely gonna go down.
Shout outs to both them boxers, the end of their career, the end of an era. Just on the side stretch. Throw that out there for him. Put it out there for him. But yeah, man, that whole whole dancer boxing shit going on there, that aside, yeah. Fucking Felice Diddy Johnson. Yeah.
One
It's
thing I
over.
That's
noticed,
crazy.
I ain't heard not one person ever say free Diddy. Times are changing.
He had his.
I
That's in. Listen, y'all really have to watch the that Diddy series, because they even talk about his social media team. It's all the people that he was paying off to say free Diddy. Like you notice that now that he's in jail, all those people disappeared because they probably stopped
mm-hmm.
gotten paid. But nobody says free Diddy anymore. But when he was going to jail or when he was in court, they was every fucking where. I was actually kind of freaked out by the amount of people that are saying free Diddy. I'm like, are you niggas crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the time, his charges didn't make sense, and everyone knew it was like racketeering. You're not going to get him for that. You have like
Mm-hmm.
no evidence.
We didn't know that when they raided his house. It's like we don't know. We still don't know to this day what they found. They probably could have got him on racketeering. They just haven't like really released that evidence. So it's like, okay, I don't know what the
Well, it
fuck it
was
was,
obviously
but
not strong enough to stand up in court or be used in court. You get what I'm saying?
see, that's what
Diddy's
Al.
legal
That's what I'm
team
saying. That's
literally.
Al. You are not understanding. Look at the administration that is in power. They are not using that information to get it. They're not using that information. They use the minimal amount to get his ass into jail. Nigga, you don't think that's weird?
They did
Yeah.
not want to be open to discovery with that one.
They said that the pile of information he was sitting on was so powerful that they can use it on other people. I would rather blackmail people to be in my team than to send a fucking. Come on, bro. We sending Diddy to jail. Nigga, who gives a fuck? He's a 50-year-old dancer that like the
Mm-hmm.
fuck that likes THC oil. Nigga, I'm not using a nuclear bomb when I find it to send you to an early grave in jail. I don't fucking care about you. I'm using it to take over.
Mm-hmm.
Why the
All you need is
fuck?
time. All you
If
need
I
is
have a
time.
laundry
Until
list
you
of
love it.
CEOs that are here that you are fucking on with THC oil and fucking take that fucking moves, bitch, you think I'm sending you to jail off that? Get the fuck out of here. I got all I needed out of you. You can eat your little 4 years and then go restart or do whatever the fuck you want. I didn't even really care about you. I just wanted your power. And that's exactly what they did. They co-opted this man's power. That's all they were looking to do.
Knock him down a notch.
Knock him down a notch and take his spot. So now they can use the leverage he would have had, his literal ace in the hole, ace up the sleeve. Now they can use his ace up the sleeve to go and do what he was probably going to do. Oh, these people are looking on getting out because it looks bad. Like it looks like the whole rings of, child predators and fucking sex traffickers are going down at the top end. Diddy probably saying, oh, I could buy up some people, but somebody swoops in and is like, yeah, no. I'm going to go ahead and take your stuff, move you out your way, and then I'm going to go ahead and use what you got to get what I want. Trust me, he wasn't going to jail for nothing major. They didn't need him to go to jail for nothing major. They just wanted him out the way. Take his shit.
Yep.
Man, it's a dirty game. It's ultra dirty. I'm telling you right now. Shit gonna be different in the next 5-ish years. By the time that we get to 2030, things are gonna be super fucking weird.
Shit, it's that.
Uh,
28.
I feel like this is another from the two canon moments that we've had in the last few years that can't be like undone. Harambe dying and Cat Williams talking about the year of truth.
Mm.
Uh,
Mm.
I'm just
R.I.P.
throwing
that
it out there.
Harambe.
I literally looked at his interview with
Who
was
Shannon?
Shannon Sharp. It's at 90 million views. That's crazy.
Mm.
We
I
are
went
still
back and
getting
watched it a few
tidbits from
times.
this motherfucker's interview. Like it is wild. Wild. Don't care what nobody say. There was a lot of truth in that motherfucker, and we still seeing it today. Shit's still looking weird. Still sitting funny.
Nobody believed it when he said he could run a 4-4. That boy run a 4-4 on camera like 3 times already. Yep, there's still truth coming from that interview.
Very crazy. I'm gonna jump a story here for y'all. I want y'all to, because I wanna hit some final points before we get out the door on this one, because we were definitely at our 2 hour mark. But have y'all been hearing anything about Disney as of late?
No.
one of the other mega corporations that might be a little weird because they're around children too much. Which I got a whole beef with Disney. I had to go to Disney this weekend, or not this weekend, last weekend. I had to go to Disney last weekend, and then something about drinking around children bothers the fuck out of me.
As it should.
Bothers the absolute fuck out of me. And the fact that these people try and say, well, I'm a Disney adult, I'm responsible. You're fucking weird.
Mm.
The whole Ep.8 experience, which roller coaster there is wonderful. Some of the other experiences there, the sodas around the world, 80% of them are nasty, but that watermelon, I think it's Fanta or whatever, the watermelon Fanta, nigga, that shit was fire. Absolute fire. That being said, the other actual alcoholic drinks around the world, you're fucking weird. And then if you don't know what kind of drunk you are, and you're like maybe the weird handsy drunk, or maybe you just don't care, and you're getting sloshed at fucking Disney, I
Yeah, it's weird.
just,
It's not something I would. First of all, I don't even want to go to Disney. So yeah,
there's nothing wrong with Disney per se, but it's just, I don't know, like that combination. Let's get drunk and children are here. Let me hug fucking Mickey.
yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? We
It's
I
not. It
mean,
doesn't sound like a good combination.
hell
no.
no, nigga.
And then you put in combination. You know how long you got to wait just to get on one ride? You standing in line for 3 hours and you drunk in Switzerland from an Australian beer and a French wine? You're already down $112. I
Hit
don't
you
want to
with the
stand in
sake
line
just
to get
to
drunk.
actually fuck you up. Your beer, your
Mm-hmm.
rum, your fucking, you get to Mexico, the fucking line for the tequila or whatever the fuck that was that they had there. Out of the Mexico section was absolutely crazy. I looked at that line and I said, "You niggas, you you're waiting in a line to get drunk. Like, let that sink in. Like, what type of roller coaster tycoon shit is this where you're in a fucking line?
I'm good. I'm good on that.
And then it's like three times the price. That was the other thing. I can't stand the fucking pricing over at this place, and some of the food be ass. Them loaded fries that they had, that's like truffle buttered some shit. I was like, this is disgusting.
Makes you appreciate airport prices. I'd rather get drunk at the airport than get drunk at Epcot. At least I'm paying less.
Honestly, wouldn't do
And I
either. But
noticed that's a common thing. People get drunk before the flight. Like, what the
Mm-hmm.
fuck?
I
At
think,
least
I
I
don't know.
know what
Maybe
I'm
it's the people
getting.
that are afraid of
It's
flying or
cheaper.
something. I don't know. I mean, I get it. You cramming damn near how many people into a fucking flying can.
Mm.
Yeah, I get it. That I get.
The
I get if you want to get
ocean
drunk before you get in
experience
the air.
just in
You
the
get
sky,
drunk
though.
at Disney, you just fucking goofy at that point. But that's besides the point. Let's not drag this out here. Have y'all seen any of the Marvel leaks for Doom?
Mm-mm.
They've been
I've
leaking
heard
some.
about it, but I didn't go look yet.
They've been leaking
Yeah,
some of the potential, like some of the story stuff, and
fire.
I give it up to them. It was an obvious lob that we should have seen coming. That was very clear, and in Endgame and stuff, how they're talking about how when we're done here, we have to return the stones to exactly when we took them, because and then you see what is it, Loki season 2, and then you realize how you can't fuck with the timelines, and then you just like, oh yeah, well, what's his name, Steve Rogers got his grand goodbye, and he's like, um y'all know that wasn't supposed to happen, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, they was
My
talking
thing is,
about
I'm wondering if Loki
Oh, you
still
saying
has
Steve Rogers
stones.
cheated?
Steve Rogers is the next major storyline, because he fucked up. He wasn't supposed to stay where he stayed at. He was not
Yeah,
supposed to
'cause
do that,
he stayed with his girl
Oh,
until she
damn.
died, and he was old.
which is it's fucked up. They're gonna take it away from him, which is crazy. But the shit that I read, I'm like, if that's what they're going with, this is gonna go fucking hard,
Hmm. I
absolute
also I,
hard.
I read something that they're going to try and incorporate once they put everything back. Not only Doctor Doom, but Iron Man in with the same Tony Stark, or with the same Robert Downey Jr. So I'm like, it's going to be interesting if they go that way. How they're going to how he's going to, keep his Iron Man character, but how he's going to flip over into Doctor Doom character too, and how that's going to incorporate in the movie.
It
Like
looks
that's what
the
I'm looking forward to.
what I saw looks so beautiful because it continues that story of like it continues that story of Captain America versus fucking Iron Man. And if you're using Robert Downey and oh gosh, why can't I think of his name? Chris Evans. There and they're kind of they don't have a real life beef at all, but their character beefs. It like I said, this is gonna go hard. If this is the storyline
Hmm.
that they going with, oh, this motherfucker's gonna go hard. And they even went a step above, which they know they're onto it. They're like, why are you guys re-releasing Endgame? Because they talked about re-releasing Endgame. Someone said there's a potential that they'll re-release Endgame, but they said that they would. Disney came out and said that they would because they want everybody to be nice and fresh. And it's like Endgame ended a while ago. You would think that Disney would tell you to watch the more recent movies to know where the fuck you're at. But they said, no, we want to re-release Endgame in the movie theater. So when you see it, you have your fresh jump to why Doom is here. And it's like, oh, this is about, you niggas is, oh,
It's about to go down.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh my goodness, that is how you get fans back. And then you can wrap around everything else and just be like, oh damn, all the other superheroes that get to come in and how they do the timeline shit and just start mixing them all together. I'm like, oh, this is gonna go harder than a motherfucker. My what did he say from New Jack City? My dick's hard. Yes, that's where I'm at. I'm looking at it, I'm like superhero movies are gonna be back on top.
I
Oh,
hope so.
I'm down for that for a good another like 5-6 ish years. Plus, I'm getting a Godzilla. I'm getting 2 Godzilla movies somewhere in there.
Ooh,
Shit,
I hear about that. I'm gonna look
I'm
into
ready
that
for
some more.
every ounce of this motherfucker. Pause.
Yes, ready for the
I'm ready for every motherfucking ounce of this. On the
okay.
back end, Disney is also kind of reversing. They said that they're trying to get back into good graces with Gen Z men.
What?
Gen
Just
Z.
keep pumping out Star Wars shit. They'll be fine.
Disney has had this whole dug in heels thing of trying to go after women. And then when you look at how women are on the economical scale of things, women buy a lot more. However, they've struggled in all of their cinematics, all of their movies, their model that they've been pushing has had all of the male heavy IPs struggle, like Star Wars, like Marvel, all this fucking chick stuff that they're pushing. But they should have looked at sports and known that this wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
Women don't go to bat for other women in sports. What the fuck makes you think they're going to bat for them for superhero, and fantasy? You see what I'm
You
saying?
see
And
in small ways too.
I'm not
You
digging
see
against
primarily
women at
Steelers.
all in these spaces. It's just young girls aren't really looking at that. You know what I mean? They're there, but they're not like looking at that. You know what I mean? When it comes to science fiction stuff, it's just not where their head is at. You and mind you, you have an entire division for traditional Disney stuff. That's where they're at. Why wouldn't you just double down on that?
Huh.
You see what I'm saying? Like you have all of these princess movies and all these the fun stuff that women and children are into, right? So you could have that. You know what I mean? You have stuff for men that are on this side. You should have left it for that so that you can get the whole family here. The dads could walk with their sons over to the Star Wars section and boy out. The girls, when you're physically at Disney, you could see where they could have had sections for people and it works for everybody. This is why I don't understand why they mix some of these things and it's like, y'all didn't realize that this was going to be a fucking terrible idea.
Nope.
Like I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but me as a guy, if I have to go out into the yard and do yard work on a weekend and I know that the lawnmower is fucked up, this is a chance for me to bond with my son. Do I necessarily want to drag my daughter out here? Here, hold the flashlight, kiddo. No. I mean, I have clear moments. I'm going to have great times with my daughters. Absolutely do. But there's moments that you should they just go together easier. So you should build on what's easiest. It's a slam dunk. Why are you making things more difficult than it has to be? You know what I mean? Like, people know what they want and people know what their family is looking for. Why don't you just trust them to have that rather than you force
Yeah.
something? I don't know how y'all feel about that, but me having to be somebody that had to physically be there and experience it and kind of look at these things subjectively, it's like whoever was on the marketing team, if you're out of a job in like 2 years, I understand why.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying, I understand completely why. So I don't know how y'all feel about that. How y'all feel about that? Huh? Don't want to be too
Uh,
divisive. I,
I just don't have a dog in the fight when it comes to Disney talk.
I,
Yeah.
I have a dog in that fight because I love Star Wars. You see what I'm saying? I love superheroes and Marvel, and I feel like the story writing has struggled because they're trying to force dumb shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't get me wrong. The whole new Star Wars under Disney was just crap. Like it goes all over the place, and it's just like the storyline is just like not original, and it's like it's really bad. Hence why I didn't really give it too much attention. Let alone I was just like I didn't consider it actual canon. So I really didn't give it too much attention.
Damn, this nigga said this nigga threw it off the cannonball. Like, that shit can, over there can swim behind the boat. You're not getting it.
I respect Star Wars as a franchise, but that shit that they gave us in like what is that episode one and stuff, I'm just like nah, I'm good.
uh, oh, you're talking about the new episode, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
just
mean the new stuff, the Disney stuff.
they
There's a
failed
lot
so
of hit
hard
and miss
and
stuff too. You know, they
so
hit and miss a lot with Star Wars, but
failed so hard. I was like, I don't understand how y'all got Ray and fucking Finn, and then y'all didn't ship that out. And media did it to us twice. I don't know if y'all play what is that, Zero Dawn New Horizon?
yeah.
I said that all fucked up. Aloy that's in that story, she looked like she was gonna have a little I forget what his name was in there. It's a black he was one of the black characters. I was like, they seem pretty close. And then the second game came out and they just threw that so far out of the window. I'm talking about into a cannon. They threw that out of the window so fucking hard. And I was like, yeah, I'm done here. Yeah, you're not getting another dollar out of me. You're not me being a black guy with a redheaded white woman. I was ready to really shit behind that. And I was like, yeah, you're not getting a dollar out of me. I'm so glad I watched the playthrough and saw what y'all did. Y'all not getting a damn dime out of me. Fuck you, niggas. So yeah, there's certain storylines that have been there. I can get behind when I say like y'all were this close, but then you said no, and then you just went way off into deep end territory with some extra shit that I just can't even like. Yeah. So, anyways, that's the Disney motif here. Last two stories. I don't. Last one story actually, because one of them I think I'm gonna throw away. I'm gonna save it for another mental health specialist and my dog Dylan when I get to him next week. Did y'all see the Erica Badu little concert that she had with the little Pokies?
Oh Lord, I had the pleasure of seeing her in actual person. Oh, Pokey's was poker.
I was actually surprised. I hear that she's much shorter than I realized. I didn't realize she was super short. And
Yeah,
so
she looked like a strong 5'5", maybe a 5'4". But yeah, she little. She one of them little ones.
they kind of they I don't know. They kind of hits me in the heart. Y'all know I'm not really into short women. I'm like me a
You
tall
know, you like
motherfucking
trees,
Amazon bitch.
like trees, my brother.
Need me a tall motherfucking Amazon Meg Thee Stallion ass fucking Wonder Woman looking ass bitch.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, when it comes to Erica Badu, I just she wasn't on the radar for me for a while. You get what I'm saying? So
I've had my weird
I don't
spiritual
know.
kick, so I'm not going to get too much into that. Tim know what I'm talking about, though. I seen some spiritual release women out there. So I was on a nice spiritual kick for a minute there, but I'm still into the crossover of a tall, spiritually inclined woman. Is like, goddamn, this is like a lot. I don't know. It's like fucking chocolate with fucking powdered sugar on it. Type shit. So I don't know. I was feeling that for a second there, but then I realized somebody told me that she's fucking short, and I was like, oh,
Damn.
and things is nice though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and use this moment in the show to kindly ask Twitch to not ban us.
Please don't.
We've had a
Great
lot
point.
of fun topics in this point in time. I just want them to know we're good people. We generally like open
Morally.
discussion and type setups, and I just like to
Spiritual.
have the fans to think about things at times, and
A good dad.
if I have to bribe you, we are giving away some earbuds. So if
$3.
anybody at Twitch is interested, just leave a voice in the chat section there. We'll be picking out a person at the end of December as we segue into the little commercial to pay some bills here. I just want everybody to know thank you for joining us in this wonderful show. We've been three beautiful black men from a Jamaican Caribbean background here that have been happy to show you guys what it feels like to be different breed.
Yeah. Nigga, my
Yep.
beard hurt.
Hit all the marks there. If y'all fellas have any last words for the fans out there, give shout outs, give any taglines or anything that you have in terms of where the fans can find you, who you are, what you do, and what you're about. Anybody up first?
Nah, I'm all right.
Tim, how about
If you
yourself,
want
sir?
to see me again, just invite me back. That's all you got to do.
We will more than likely have different times as we clean up for the holidays here. I think I'm not 100% sure. Dylan is probably my home dog here. Dylan is probably gonna because he got a promotion. Let's give a shout out to my dog. Got his promotion here, so we might have an actual change in
Nice.
times from our regular Tuesdays. So I just want to throw that out there. So shout out to my dog Dylan, his birthday, a little celebration going on. It'll be good to see him. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure if we'll do a Monday. I don't really want to do a Monday because at the beginning of the
Monday's a
week,
trash.
I won't.
Monday's
Yeah,
tough.
Monday's kind of random.
It makes it easier for me on my end because by the time I get done with editing and stuff is rolling out by Friday, and then we re-record on a Monday. I mean, it hits the motif of Tuesday as well because us doing the show on Tuesday, we live stream on Tuesday, I re-stream by Friday or Saturday. For the fans that are out there, if you're wondering on the schedule stuff, if you miss the episode live on Tuesday, it restreams by Friday or Saturday.
Gotcha.
So that's why I say, and then I can end up streaming on multiple platforms for the weekend since I'm not doing both at the same time. It makes it easier for anybody that's out there. Please leave comments in the comment section if you want to get picked up for any of the earbuds. Just throwing that out there one more time. But yeah, we'll be looking forward to that. Tim, you raising your hand over there, dog?
I was promoting your earbuds in the top
Oh,
left, my left, your
oh,
right corner.
something
Yeah,
like that.
right
Something
there.
like that. All right. I
Yeah.
want to thank everybody one more time. It's been a wonderful show. Stay safe, stay frisky out there. Thank y'all for coming out.
Appreciate you, man. Peace and
All
nature.
right, y'all. Take it easy. It's been a show. See y'all next week or around.